allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. Welcome to our April 13th, 2026 City Council meeting. We'll begin with roll call.
Director.
Present.
Jack Keller.
Here.
Vernon.
Present.
Andrew Pratt. Here. Matt Kirschner.
Here.
Jared Davis.
Here.
Larry Grayhouse.
Here.
Myself.
Thank you, Charlie. If you've had a chance to review the minutes of our March 23rd meeting, I would entertain a motion to approve. Andrew makes a motion to approve the minutes. Jared seconds the motion. Questions, discussion? All in favor, show of hands. All opposed, same.
I was here.
And all. So Pat would like to abstain. The motion carries 401. Moving on to agenda items, we'll start with the opening of quotes for mowing services at Heritage Estates. It looks like we received 2 quotes.
I have a bid for Morgan's Lawn Care, bi-weekly mowing and trimming only in the orange area is $385, monthly mowing and trimming in the blue area $1,650, total per one cycle $2,035.
I have a bid here. The other bid, we have 2 bids. The other bid is from Lawrence Landscaping LLC. Product, bi-weekly mowing, mow, string trim, blow off hard surfaces for $450, I guess, bi-weekly per week or per time. Lawn care monthly mowing, string trim, blow surfaces for $1,600 for a subtotal of $2,050.
Wow, $15 difference.
I'll make them, do you want
Well, I was just going to say that the orange and blue areas, like Tracy, if you're right, is some of the common areas are going to be done weekly, whereas some of the areas in the back of lots will be done less frequently. But
I would make a motion to take these bids under advisement, will the mayor authority to award.
thank you.
I'll second it.
Barry makes a motion to take the bids under advisement for review and then gives the mayor the authority to award the contract, and Jack seconds the motion. Any other questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Next we have Kathy Erdl, Executive Director.
That coming here then. These are the annual compliance forms.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about how small the type is, but it's how it printed. Again, these are compliance forms. These are companies within the city limits that were approved for a tax abatement, which a tax abatement, as we all know, is a phase-in of their new property taxes, something that you don't already have. It's the phase-in of the new. This is in the years that I've been here, this is the least amount of companies that we have on property tax right now, or on abatement here currently. So I was a little shocked when we went through and some of these have fallen off. So normally what I do is I have copies here if you'd like to see the actual form, but my office goes ahead and we tally them, put them all in the spreadsheet, list them all, as you see what year they started, the end year, the estimated employees that they have estimated, and the actual employee number that they are at. And this is this is through 2025. Also estimated payroll, actual payroll, and then our compliance summary as we went through and crunched the numbers, and then at the side is the dates that we were receiving them as we were tracking them. So as you see, we have Elton USA, which was formerly known as Decatur Plastics, GT Industries, LP Investments, which is the realty group of Midway Products Group, so they have a real estate involvement in the company itself. So LP Investments is GT. Metaldyne, which is the American Axle facility. Metaldyne RA, which is the new building, which was owned by Richard Apsley, and the North Vernon Business Hub, and Hilux Poly. Those are your companies that are currently under tax abatement and have submitted their compliance forms. We went through them. They've all exceeded their anticipated payroll by quite a bit, and GT Industries has exceeded their first abatement that they had when they built the original plant, but then they're still, they're 41 employees shy of their second expansion that they did just a few years ago. So a lot of times what we'll see is companies, it'll take them a little while to ramp up. Sometimes it's just timing. Another time, as you know, with GT Industries, it did have some notoriety that they did have a product line that was idle from one of their tier ones. So, or their OEMs, I'll say, or their OEMs. So hopefully that'll come back, but at this point, that's the numbers that I'm submitting today. This is within your scope of what you've approved in the past. So I'll answer any questions that I can, but I think you should be very impressed with the payroll numbers that you're seeing there. And again, this is only through 2025.
Any questions for Kathy? I assume this approval process comes on the recommendation of the
Yes,
CDC.
I'd like to recommend that.
We would entertain a motion to approve the abatements.
CF1.
CF1 compliance forms.
I'll make a motion.
Andrew makes the motion to approve CF1s. Pat seconds the motion. Any other conversation or questions for Kathy? If not, aye, show of hands. Noes, nays. Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you, Kathy.
Charlie, have the original, Mark? Yeah.
Next on the agenda, we have resolution 724-2026. A resolution approving and adopting a new City of North Vernon employee handbook. Any comments, Judge? I know you sent a copy.
Following the county's problems with comp time and overtime, it was the mayor's feeling that we should hire a real federal labor standards lawyer to take a look at our employee handbook. Surprisingly, it was actually very well done by the previous people. Few spelling errors. There were two main things that you might want to consider. Number one was on page 33. I don't know if you have it in front of you or not, but it concerns overtime for police and fire. Prior to the handbook that we have now pays overtime after 40 hours to say a patrolman, and she's suggesting 80 hours in 2 weeks. She's suggesting we raise that to 86 hours, that we can do that without being in violation of federal law. So with that, I was just talking to the chief, that seems like that could cost a patrolman about $25 a week or $50 a paycheck if he's been working overtime. So we can always incorporate overtime in less than 86. We could make it 20 hours if we wanted to, but we can't make it more than 86. So I think just continue what we've done in the past would be, I wouldn't want to cut a patrolman's salary or overtime at this point. And same way with the fire department, it went to about 100. It was also about 6 hours, page 33. So although she's recommending that change, it's your decision.
Did she offer any, what would be the point, to save money?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm all for saving money, but saving money at the expense of our
Yeah,
firefighters and police
and
officers.
our ability to hire and be competitive in the market, we have always paid at 80 hours, and so raising that would not be good for our ability to hire.
Right now, we pay firemen up after 96 hours, we pay overtime. She's suggesting we raise that to 106. So they would take a hit on their paychecks too when they have overtime. And that's policy decision for you guys to make. I just wanted you to, I didn't want you to just accept this as she recommended.
Is that, so it's in there at the 86 and the 106?
Yeah, we can change it.
We need, okay.
Yeah,
What about comp time, is that?
that's a separate issue. Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, our compensatory time directives in the current are acceptable. It's just a matter of making sure everybody keeps track of it, you know, and all the department heads, you know, stay on top of it. I mean, what we have is legal and falls within federal law.
Like I said, I'm all for the city being able to save money, but not the expense of our law enforcement and firefighters. So,
Especially for 25.
So do we need to amend?
So, now, secondly, on page 48, it's about 100 pages. There's an issue. You should be impressed that I brought a laptop to the meeting. It's the first time in 12 years. Regarding federal maternity leave and health leave, that we said before that employees must substitute all available paid time off, vacation, sick leave, blah, blah, blah. And any time off will run concurrently with the 12 weeks of FLMA. And she's recommending that stay. So if you're on leave and you have 12 sick days, you still only get 6 months. You don't get 6 months and 12 days. That's pretty much the way it was before, but she just changed it a little bit.
I think that's fairly common.
Yeah.
With our new reporting system, Charlie, it is a little easier to track overtime.
Overtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, overtime's not comp time and personal time and vacation time and all that is, being tracked this year. I'm comfortable with how it's being tracked right now. There's a history developed for all of them that can be seen at any time.
So I would,
Their department heads here are welcome to chime in if they feel like it's not, but
I'll chime in, but I personally, from my access, can't see my department's time off.
are you on the desktop or on your phone?
That's for my phone.
Yeah, be on your desktop.
I met with the chief, and of course he didn't want to cut anybody's money.
Sure
But
about
they
that?
do, I think sometimes they get double overtime when they're doing like things for space lease.
Yeah, when they are working Operation Pullover, which is grant money through the Indiana Justice, they started that a few years ago. They were having, believe it or not, they were having a hard time getting officers around the state to work the extra patrol efforts, so they agreed that officers would be allowed to be paid double time for working that. So it's all grant money, but yeah, that's the only time they receive double time is working Operation Pullover.
So your recommendation would be to adopt this resolution and also by keeping the overtime standard for police at 80 hours and fire at 96.
That'd be my recommendation. And I'll have her redo it to include your
Adopt the resolution with those changes.
Andrew makes the motion to adopt resolution 724-2026. And Jack seconds the motion. All in favor, show of hands. All opposed, that motion carries 5-0.
We have a clean copy.
You got a specific copy you want signed? Maybe, Jared, you start with yours and send it this way?
Yep.
Let me look at it, because I think it.
Autumn's not here, street closure request, was that going to be for the 2 Main Street events, Charlie, you know?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because she came to the last Board of Works meeting.
I'm gonna bring you a different resolution.
Okay.
To make sure it's clear about the hours.
Okay.
Yep, sorry.
I don't know the dates off the top of my head.
May,
September.
It's on the thing, May 23rd and May 24th.
Oh, right there it is, thank you, Brooke. May 23rd and September 26th would be the 2 dates to close Walnut Street, part of Jackson, as she normally would for the events the last couple of years.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Board of Works approved the closure. They were just wanting to know about the waiver.
Well, that's coming up in E for sure. I didn't know what E was.
Was it, I don't mean to interrupt, was it North Madison Avenue, because she does the Main Street Mondays? But I don't know, Jack,
Could
do you know?
It can wait till the next meeting, I think.
Yeah.
We'll just table that. On to the waiver of stage rental fees, the Board of Works has approved several days and events for the stage rental. The following wish to have the fee waived: Good Samaritan Food Pantry on April 18th, Main Street on both May the 23rd and September 26th, Jamestown High School on May the 9th, and San Anne's Golf Course on May the 25th.
I'll make a motion to waive the fee for those.
Vernon makes the motion to waive the fee for those 5 events, and Jared seconds the motion. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Jeff, turn the air down a little bit. Can you turn the air down a little bit for us, Jeff?
They are working on replacing our HVAC system, of which neither the heat nor the AC works. So for those watching live, hello, welcome, and it's also hot in here. Department head updates, Gary. Nothing for you this evening, Bobby?
Nope.
Looked like a pretty successful event, a weekend at the park again.
Yep, I guess if I can just talk about last weekend, I know we talked before, I was there for a while this weekend, and I mean, everything we have there right now is being used at every dirt field, every quadplex field, the batting cages, the pickleball courts. This coming weekend's the first RC track, RC race. I was there for about 4.5 hours yesterday, and everything was being used on Sunday. So it just ramped up this spring, so it's all being used. People are appreciative. We've taken a couple compliments already this year, so that's nice to hear. The city has, not specifically us, just so you know.
Yeah, and the grounds look good, so, thank you to you and your guys for the grounds look phenomenal in the entire park, so, it's the best they've looked in a long time.
Thanks, Bobby. Chief Messer?
Just an update on construction. We met last week. We'll have one more final meeting next week, but should be done. Building released to us 2 weeks tops. So I think we're definitely going to be ready to move and ready for the ribbon cutting, but 2 weeks or less will be ours.
Tell them to speed it up.
I believe the ribbon cutting is scheduled for May the 15th.
Yes, May 15th, 11 a.m.
Yeah, we'd love to have everyone there. Any questions from council for the department heads? Okay. Public comment? Jeff?
No,
You
this
said
is the
no.
first one, I ain't got nothing to say.
Okay.
Okay. Press? Clerk's office?
We had our closing meeting for the State Board of Accounts audit this Thursday. Jack and the second week of the installment of our new accounting system, BSNA. So it's challenging. It'll be good. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Legal team?
Good news on Marksberry. The insurance companies have all of a sudden taken notice and communicating with us and the Marksberry's attorney. So hopefully we'll get possession and some money towards the destruction or the raising of the property this fall. So,
Excellent. Yeah. Council, any new business you'd like to discuss?
I wanna bring the topic up to the council, the mayor, about maybe the city of North Vernon doing some research for mobile food trucks. We have a lot of food vendors and, I don't speak for everybody, but I think we welcome them all. But we have no ordinances on the books currently regarding these, and doing just a quick bit of research, there's a lot of communities, Columbus, for example, has rules and regulations for mobile food vendors, and so the city of North Vernon is going to get with the program on that and begin putting something out there, and we'll keep the public abreast of that. Those upcoming ordinances.
I think it also should be included in all vendors that set up shop for a weekend or whatever, doesn't necessarily have to be food. It could be other.
Yeah.
Trade.
Would that include park too? Don't you have food vendors there certain times, yeah?
And right now, is that who controls that in the park? For who's allowed
For the tournaments?
Yeah.
That would be the concession, under the concession contract.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, we control them for other events that we have and whatnot, but for the weekends and the tournaments, that's under concession.
The city doesn't need to reinvent the wheel on this. There's plenty of communities that have information on the books, so it will be common sense legislation that will make it clear and so everybody is on the same page.
And so while you bring up that ordinance, Baron, I'll also bring up that there's still continued discussion between the city and North Vernon and Main Street about creating an ordinance that would create a DORA downtown. In 2023, the state of Indiana enacted a law that allows municipalities to create a DORA, a designated outdoor refreshment area. And so you'll see that coming your way too. We will identify a block that would be considered a DORA, which would allow outdoor consumption within that area, but not brought in from outside. Communities like Seymour and Columbus and so forth have them where they're active 365 days a year. Others just set them for weekends. There's a time standard and so forth, but that'll be coming your way soon too. It will really help during the Main Street events as far as enter and exit and make things easier for those too. So that will perfect. Okay, with that, we'll move on. Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy.
Another subject. What's on the Red Man's building?
The last I heard from area planning, that apparently a purchase agreement had been done and the building may have been sold. That's what I gathered, and so it's my understanding that the Plan Commission was going to give the new owner a designated amount of time to do something, but I don't have all the details from that. I'm sorry. I'll try to find more info on that. I don't know if they discussed that in a public meeting or whether they just had a mediation kind of that hasn't been made public yet, so I don't know all the details. But no claims no payroll claims, I'm sorry, we'll put these back on. And then we have approval of claims on the docket that you've executed in the amount of $553,616.76.
Major expenditures. It's a payment on the police station.
Good. Need a motion to approve claims? Jared makes the motion to approve claims. And Baron seconds the motion. Any questions, comments? All in favor, aye. Show of hands. All opposed. That motion carries 5-0. And last, we need a motion to adjourn.
So
Baron makes adjourn?
Next time, have it outside, it might be cooler.
Jack makes the motion, or seconds the motion, all in favor, opposed, the motion carries 5-0, meeting adjourned at 6:26 P.M.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for coming. He's dead.
Shelby was playing soccer.